Today we talk about the Bagman. This is by far one of the most interesting creatures, as it doesn't actually have an official stat block, which means it could be anything. Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft has an interesting passage about creating unique nightmares. Let's say you take the base stats of a troll to have keen smell and that lovely regeneration. To make your nightmare feel notorious, you think of what would scare adventurers, where they're vulnerable and what they're sensitive about. You come up with an idea for a creature that can come from anywhere, maybe even their own gear. With tactics and traits in mind, you think of your nightmare as an abductor and give it the grappler trait of a mimic so it gets advantage on attack rolls while grappling, and the amorphous trait of a black pudding so it can sneak into anywhere, even spaces 1 inch wide. Finally, add the alien mind trait to reflect its tormented psyche. With that, if a creature tries to read the nightmare's thoughts, that creature must succeed on an intelligence saving throw with a DC equal to 10 plus the nightmare's intelligence modifier, or be stunned for 1 minute. The stunned creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. Now, here is some lore to work with when it comes to the Bagman. Beware the Bagman. The Bagman is an urban legend about an adventurer who sought to escape doom by abandoning his party and hiding inside of a bag of holding. When he tried to leave, though, he became lost amid a constantly increasing number of extra-dimensional storage spaces. Over time, the strange forces of this magical in-between place transform the adventurer into a monstrous creature. Now, every night, the Bagman slips out from a random bag of holding. If he doesn't find his home, he drags someone back into the bag with him and leaves behind some trinket from his hidden kingdom of lost junk. Some say that if you speak too loudly over an open bag of holding, or whisper, "Follow my voice," into a magical storage space 3 times, the Bagman will come for you. Any creature might know the story of the Bagman. What the Bagman is and how you use this urban legend is up to you. Is there truly a Bagman, or is he just a story? If an object vanishes overnight, or if someone finds something that isn't theirs in a bag of holding, is it the Bagman to blame? Is the Bagman just a monster that preys on adventurers, or is he the Dark Lord of his own domain? Of course, he could also be a she. Maybe it's the Bag Woman. The possibilities for horror adventures are endless. And nowhere, especially not the adventurer's gear, is safe. Now that you are aware of the Bagman, don't you think it's time to introduce them to your players?